Good day everyone, this is my new learnings in Module 1 to Module 3. In Module 1, clinical practice within the social work domain. The form clinical social work has emerged in special social work, vocabulary, and literature in the past decades and seems to have become a synonym. Social casework, treatment-oriented, social group work, social treatment, psychiatrist, social work, and direct practice according to Minahan 1980s. The clinical social work is basically concerned with the enhancement, maintenance, and restoration of the psychosocial functioning of individuals, families, and groups through application of social work theory and methods with taken within the ethics of the profession. The knowledge base of clinical social work, it is represent knowledge of people in transaction with their environment in a way that does justice to the complexity of practice. The knowledge, it will give you sufficient life and depth to the notion or idea that human beings are individuals in transaction with their environment. This individualizing direct practice rule address the need to understand the realities of them clients' psychosocial existence and assessments in the planning of intervention in the actual process of intervention. In Module 2, the centrality of the person in situation perspective of clinical social work, person in situation or environmental. The client situation is made up of both objective, external, and subjective internal elements. The external elements is to the actual situation which has an objective quality and defined by such variables as physical characteristic of the element, place, sociocultural factors, and over or obvious behavior which can be observed and validated by others. By contrast, the internal elements refers to the perceived situation. By contrast, the internal element refers to the perceived situation which subjectively pursued and interpreted and constructed in the mind of the individual of climate elements. The social environment is a network of overlapping social system and social situation, including ecological system, cultures, and institution. A social situation is an interruption assignment of the social environment. It is a segment that has meaning for the individual and that is meaningly perceived and interpreted by him, in which he has done or more status rules, and laternities is a group member and a role performer. In Module 3, the helping relationship, the goal of clinical practitioners is to offer people release from their suffering, encouragement for their struggle, and support for their strengths. Caring in professional helping practicing are found with a constant challenge of separating the personal from professional rules and responses. A detailed balance is expected of us who are helping to be responsive to events by acting in an active use of our feelings, thought, intention, and introduce that was yourself. That's all. Thank you, sir.